Imagine you wake up one morning and something's different. The world is filled with a low hum, a chorus of voices that aren't coming from outside, but from inside your own head. It's your partner lying next to you thinking, I really wish they wouldn't leave their coffee mug there. It's your boss in the morning meeting thinking, this is a complete and utter waste of time. At first it feels like a superpower. You know every secret, every lie, every hidden thought. But what happens when the one thing you want most in the world is silence? What if the ability to read minds wasn't a gift, but a curse that was going to cost you everything? Section 1. The Miracle. In the first few hours, it's not a curse. It's a miracle. That confusing static of overlapping thoughts quickly sharpens into a tool of impossible precision. Walking down the street is like seeing the world in a whole new dimension. You hear the barista's fleeting thought about a new coffee blend and impress them by bringing it up. During a tense work negotiation, you hear the other side's bottom line, their secret anxieties, their willingness to concede. You close the deal with an eerie confidence that leaves your colleagues stunned. Life becomes a game, and you've just been handed the ultimate cheat code. You know exactly what your friends want for their birthdays. You navigate social gatherings with flawless grace, offering the perfect compliment or the most comforting word, because you hear the need for it forming in their minds. It feels like you've unlocked perfect empathy. Lies and manipulation seem to be a thing of the past. You feel a profound connection, believing you finally understand the people around you on the deepest level possible. You ace job interviews. You know which stocks will rise based on the private confidence of traders. You can anticipate your child's unspoken fears and soothe them before they even begin to cry. You are a master of human connection, a savant of the soul. The power is intoxicating. You feel powerful, you feel in control, and you have never felt more alive. But that feeling, it's not going to last. Section 2. The curse begins. After a few days, the magic starts to curdle, and the first sign is the noise. It never stops. The low hum of thoughts you once found fascinating is now a relentless pounding roar. A walk through a crowded mall is a psychic assault. You're bombarded with a chaotic storm of grocery lists, fleeting anxieties, silent judgments, and fragments of half-remembered songs. There is no off switch. There is no silence. There is no escape. The cognitive overload is exhausting. Then comes the first real crack in your perfect new world. And of course, it happens with someone you love. Maybe it's your best friend who smiles while thinking, I'm so jealous of their success. Or your parent who hugs you while a stray thought surfaces. I wish they'd made different choices. These aren't evil, planned-out attacks. They're the fleeting, intrusive, and ugly thoughts that all of us have, but have the good sense to keep private. But you hear them as clearly as if they were shouted, and the pain is astonishingly sharp. Suddenly you realize a devastating truth. Our entire society is built on a delicate framework of small, polite lies. The compliment from a coworker about your new shirt is accompanied by the thought, I would never wear that. The waiter who says, excellent choice, is thinking, finally they decided. These little fictions are the grease that keeps the wheels of society turning. Without them, every interaction is raw, abrasive, and painful. You now see the awkward judgments and resentments simmering just beneath every polite smile. You're drowning in a level of unfiltered honesty that human beings were never meant to handle. The miracle is officially tainted. The line between a gift and a curse is thinner than we think, isn't it? If you're enjoying this exploration into the boundaries of human experience, make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell. And let us know in the comments, what if scenario should we dive into next? Section 3. The Unraveling. That first month is where everything starts to fall apart. The constant barrage of thoughts is no longer just exhausting, it's corrosive. It dissolves the most important foundation of any relationship: trust. How can you trust your partner's "I love you" when you also hear their fleeting annoyance about the way you chew? How can you keep a friendship when you hear every secret criticism and flicker of envy? You can no longer distinguish between a passing thought and a true belief. The beautiful, complex tapestry of a person becomes a chaotic, terrifying mess. To protect yourself, you start to withdraw. You avoid crowds, then small groups, and finally, even the people you love. Isolation becomes your only sanctuary from the noise. Your relationships, once seemingly enhanced by your power, are systematically destroyed, not by a lack of honesty, but by way of too much of it. You become a prisoner in a world of unbearable transparency. Your own sense of reality begins to fray. The line between what people say and what they think is gone, not just for them, but for you. That private inner self, the one thing that truly belongs to each of us, has vanished. Everyone is just a walking, talking stream of consciousness, their inner world stripped bare. On a societal level, the consequences would be catastrophic. Imagine a courtroom where a jury could hear a defendant's every thought. The line between thinking about a crime and committing one would dissolve. Could justice even survive if thought crime was a literal thing? Political debates would become brutally transparent, exposing every hidden agenda and private prejudice. Governments would race to weaponize this power for surveillance and control. A new, terrifying social hierarchy would emerge: those who could exploit the power and those who were its victims. People would desperately try to develop mental masks, turning the mind itself into the final battleground for freedom. The road from miracle to curse is a short one. The fantasy of reading minds promises ultimate connection, an end to all lies. It starts as a superpower, offering an intoxicating sense of control. But the reality is a descent into a nightmare of psychic noise and emotional chaos. This ability would strip away the necessary fictions that allow us to coexist. It would expose the messy, contradictory reality of the human mind, a reality we aren't equipped to handle. The biggest loss wouldn't be our secrets, but the collapse of the boundary between our private thoughts and our public selves. Trust would crumble, privacy would be a memory, and personal freedom would be challenged. In the end, you'd be left utterly alone, trapped in a world without whispers or silence, only the deafening roar of the truth. It brings up a tough question about our own nature. We all say we want honesty, but do we really want the whole, unfiltered truth, with all its sharp edges? Or is our humanity found in that little space between what we think and what we actually choose to say? So we'll leave you with one last question. If you were offered this power, knowing the ultimate cost, would you take it? Let us know your answer in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe for more videos that explore the what-ifs of our world.